Hello,
Hi,
internet.
it's us.
Hey.
Did I share it? Shit.
You go share
Fuck.
it. Hey guys, it's Rebecca
You tagged me, right?
and Brandon. Oh no, I don't know if I tagged you.
How the
I'll go back. Excuse me?
How the fuck? I wasn't saying anything that mean. I just was cussing a little bit.
Just a little cussing.
Yeah.
It's all good.
See, I'm not even, my name's not even, no one's gonna know who I am.
I think people will know who you are. Hey guys, I'm just hanging out with Brandon. His name is Brandon Havener, not Brandon Marshall.
Don't put out
Telling
my
you the secrets.
real name.
And he feels like my head is bigger than his, and he's having some
That's not
anxiety
true.
right now.
That's
about
not,
this.
what I said was, she looks taller than me. Like, I look like, but I heard
You
that
look like
women.
a strong, strapping man.
Yeah,
You look
yeah.
good. Yeah. Brandon, we know who you are. People know.
I gotta share this on my
Keep
timeline.
sharing it, and then we'll get to the point.
Because I can't just have your
eventually.
people in here and they'll gang up on me.
Now we all know.
I
I have
need
a
my
bigger
fan
head
base.
than him. What can I say? And
No,
bigger hair.
It's not the
Just
head.
a big hair, big head situation.
It's a height situation.
I have a long torso. Fun fact that you guys may or may not have known about me.
I guess
Did you
I have
share
a
it?
short torso. Yeah.
Doing great. That's what I always say to him. I'm
I'm
like,
a
you're
midget."
doing great. You're doing great. Hi,
Yeah.
Rosella.
I've been working on my Instagram, and Rebecca has been very helpful.
I'm good like that.
I'm almost Instagram famous now, so.
Hey-o.
Wave.
Yeah, he's waving.
We wave.
So, last weekend we thought we were going to do a live stream, and then we got distracted. So this weekend we're definitely doing one. And I oftentimes source these ideas from questions people are asking me in my masterminds, or stuff your clients are asking you.
Yeah.
We just kind of
And then we just create valuable, powerful content out of it.
or something like that.
Yeah. Like, if you want to believe that, it's really about your belief system. If you think this
Totally.
content is not valuable, then you need to shift your beliefs to believing.
Namaste.
All right.
Okay.
So what question did you have coming
Okay,
in?
so you guys type your questions if you have any questions about content, marketing, our relationship. I mean, whatever.
We're gonna be serious.
We're open
here.
books.
They're laughing at us.
But we wanted to, I think it was interesting. When you came over today, we were both kind of feeling a little rough.
And we both missed coffee.
We both skipped coffee this morning, which is weird. We're
That's
so
weird,
in sync,
yeah.
it's insane. But we were both just I feel a little my head kind of hurts. I'm a little off. I'm a little frazzled. And we were both getting into a lot of stuff online yesterday. And we kind of feel like we absorbed some of the internet with us.
Yes.
You know?
So we had to sage the internet. So
I literally saged him. I saged his phone. I saged my phone. I saged the laptop. I saged all the things. So it should be better.
Yeah, the internet is safe now. So
It's safe.
We can all.
We saged it.
Yeah.
But I think this really ties into our topic because I get a lot of people. So people come to me when they want to be a little braver, bolder, edgier, less inhibited with their content, which is very similar to what you do as well.
Yeah.
I'll let you speak to that if you want. But one thing that you often encounter when you go on this journey is people having thoughts about what you have to say, or people making judgments or misunderstanding
People
you.
unfriending you.
Unfriending you.
And blocking you.
Yeah, and so, yes, it's online, but it can still hurt, and it can still, affect your energy, and so we just wanted to talk about, how to handle that, what that can bring up for people. So I have some thoughts. I don't know if you want to go first or what you feel, but...
I can go first.
Yeah, go.
So I feel like there comes a time where, eventually when you're saying, I don't want to use the word your truth anymore. When you're saying your opinions and your thoughts and you're putting it out there, a lot of time you're pushing the limits, and people are going to have thoughts about it, because what you're doing is when you step out and you break that barrier, you're ripping up the social contracts that you've had with some people who expect you to be a way that you are. For instance, I feel like it's an ever-going process. I feel like I've really done a lot, and I say a lot of the shit that I feel, and people go with it. But what I notice for me is really owning my power as like, hey, you know, to be taken seriously, because I like to joke around a lot. So what I notice is a lot of people have that training in their mind to sometimes even taking that humor to disrespect. Like if I put an offer out there and someone will say, oh my God, you're offering it tomorrow or something, like it ends tomorrow. And it's like they try to make a joke out of everything because I like joking around. But I see it as the thing is like you establish and you let people know how you want to be treated. And you set your own boundaries. And the thing is, a lot of people have that fear of being crucified, of like, oh my God, if I don't act this way, people aren't going to like me anymore. But that's conditional love. Why the fuck do you want conditional love in your life?
You don't want
You'd
it.
rather have that unconditional love by being fully you.
Totally. I
So.
totally agree. I like that. And how did you respond? So, like, I mean, I hope this is okay to share, but I knew when people were, like, kind of joking around when you didn't want it to be that way. And, like, it kind of, like, stung a little at first. And then how did you move from, like, so let's say somebody watching has put out a post that's a little more vulnerable, or, you know, they've gotten a reaction that makes them go, ugh, you know, like, and is a little off. Like, how do you handle that?
Usually, what I've done, I've addressed it directly with the people.
I think that's super
and
cool.
also address what's going through me. So what I use, like, in any type of relationship, and I don't feel like we've ever used this because we never really bashed heads. Like we
haven't gotten in a
like
single argument.
Yeah, we're like honeymoon phase. So
he got road rage once, but it wasn't at me, and I was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
he gets a little mad behind the wheel, but other than that, you're like kind of perfect.
Yeah, there's a lot.
So weird.
Yeah, I'm so perfect. But yeah, like in a crucial conversation in a relationship, you want to speak inarguably and saying, I notice I feel this way. And what I really want to establish is for us to, and then whatever you want to say. So in those situations, I'm vulnerable with my feelings. And at that point, if someone crosses over a boundary of your feelings, of what you're feeling inside, and you establish that boundary and they disrespect it, then they're assholes. I know a lot of people talk about, well, they're just a reflection of your creation and they're your mirror and all that stuff. Okay, cool. You get to clear that out within you, and you get to see like what's going on outside of you and clear that out and heal within. But at first, the first order of business is to set that fucking boundary and let people know how to treat you. You can't just go within immediately as people are disrespecting and crossing over and thinking that it's okay to disrespect that boundary.
I love that. I think that's so true. And for me, it's really been a process because I was very much a people pleaser, very much like I am safe when everybody likes me, like my ability to feel good, it's like conditional on people approving of me, like very much that dynamic. Hey.
Sunshine. Oh, Sunshine wants to be your Facebook friend. She saw you open up some slots.
Oh, yay.
Yeah,
we
so
can be
I'm
friends.
dropping that in there.
All right, cool. Done. So it's been a slow evolution. So like I've had a lot of people, I mean, I'm sure there are people out there who like, went to high school with me or whatever, and they're like, what in the actual fuck happened to Rebecca? Like, I'm sure this is a thing that some people say, but I've kind of disconnected from it. So like, I don't know how to describe it other than that, like, when I'm posting on social media, when I'm posting on Facebook, like I'm speaking directly to my girl. And my girl is like a coach or healer. She's highly sensitive. She's kind of sassy. She like wants to be more expressed than she currently is. And she's just like, I know her so well. She's me. Like we're like part of the same soul family. And so when I get onto Facebook, I'm just talking to her like a laser beam. Like I don't give a shit who else is on the internet. Like I am, boom, talking to her. And so when you do that, other people who have known you, like, as things other than, like, a coach or whatever, they're like, what in the actual fuck? Like, where's that, like, sweet little sorority girl we used to know? Or where's that, do you know what I mean? And it's just, like, you've gotta, it's a slow process sometimes, but, like, you've gotta start to unhook from the need for approval of other people. And when disapproval happens, which it probably will, feel your feelings about it, and then like just know it's like a muscle that's getting stronger, and now it takes a lot to phase me. Like, I can feel kind of like when it's getting a little toxic, just like in the Facebooks, and then I'm like, okay, I need to disconnect from the internet. This is like too much. But like, I mean, people say all kinds of things to me and have said all kinds of things, from criticizing my appearance to my thoughts to who I am as a person. Hey, Caitlin. And so like, I'm a little less... Like, I don't know if it's thicker skin or it's just, like, it doesn't bother me as much. But if somebody close to me who, like, really knows me is, like, you know, I still get, like, last Thanksgiving, my mom and sister sat me down about my content, how, like, crazy it's getting and whatever. And, like, my mom had a friend who was like, is Rebecca okay? Did she have, like, a psychotic break? Like, concerned calling my mom. Stuff like that is, like, not fun. And also, you have to be able to laugh at it, because you're not going to be able to grow. Like, this is... I always say you take your whole body with you on your way to your goals, right? So let's say you have a big income goal and a big visibility goal. And consciously, you're all like, yeah, on board. This is going to be so fun. But subconsciously, you know that you're going to have all these uncomfortable conversations and break all these subconscious agreements with all these people. If you know that, you're going to resist that. So it's time to just, like, show your system kind of what you're made of. And, like, the best things happen when you're real as fuck. Yeah. Like, we would have never met each other if we had not been, like,
if we were, like,
totally ourselves on the internet.
Down.
Yeah.
Like I said before, like, the thing that attracted me to you is those posts where
it wasn't my general fabulousness.
Well, I do like I like the fabulousness, but it's like the fiery posts, I think, that really attracted me. Yeah. That really, because not a lot of people are doing that. Yeah. That's a very small percentage, and that's what...
Oh, I love this. Oh my God. I didn't want to interrupt you, but I want to get back to that. Keep going.
Okay.
Or not.
What was I going to say?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Okay, so this... Am I interrupting you?
No, go ahead.
Oh
do
my
your
God.
thing.
Okay, hubby said to me today, people hate winners. And I think that it's a real fear. Like, I've had a lot of good things happen to me lately, and, like, shit's going really well. And I have this secret fear. Hey, Mohammed. He was on our last live stream.
Hey, Mohammed, hit me up,
what's
man.
What's up? So I got distracted. What was I talking about? I was thinking about our last live stream and I got totally off track. People.
What about it?
You don't even know.
No, I don't know what the fuck your thoughts were.
How do you not know what my thoughts are?
Do you want me to go with my thing, and then you can come in when you release the attachment, then it'll come back to you?
Should I get the stage back?
Maybe.
I remember.
Okay, go.
They were talking about people being too shiny or too confident, and I think I have a fear that's like, if I get too bright, if I get too successful, if I get too beautiful, if I get too happy, people are gonna hate me. Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna be alone.
They're gonna hate you. Yeah.
They're gonna hate my guts. They're gonna be like, fuck her. She's bumping up against the edges of everything I think is possible.
There's at least 3 people here right now saying that. Like, fuck them. I can't stand
you guys. I don't think so.
There's at least 3 of you.
I'm like, I have to be a little bit of a hot mess so that people still like me. Like, that's a real thing. And I know that there's even that is, like, slightly annoying, right? It's like, oh, go fuck yourself, Rebecca, with your, like, it's so hard to be, like, successful. Like, like, that's annoying. Like, I'm very present to that. But it's, like, a real fear, for sure. Especially now that I have this, like, handsome man in my life. Before I could be like, I'm this crazy bitch on the internet, so I'm successful, but, like, my love life is a hot mess, but now it's not a hot mess, and so I'm like, we need God, like, I don't want people to hate me.
We need to create some reality show drama. But, yeah, like, the whole thing about, my thoughts were going to, like, I hear a lot of people, and I don't know if I want to get too deep into this conversation, but it's like, the whole conversation around standing up for your truth around, like, the racial things going on in this country.
Oh, yeah.
And what I hear from a lot of people is, like, I'm afraid of messing up. What if I say something wrong and I get crucified for it? And the thing that I want to say about that is, if you're open to learning and growing and you have impeccable integrity and you have compassion, then you're able to speak your truth. You're able to speak your thoughts and your opinions, and sometimes you're going to fuck up.
I fucked up.
Yeah.
Majorly fucked up.
I fucked up too, many times. But when you have an openness to learning and you listen to other people and listen to their experiences, then you can adjust and course correct. And the reason why I'm not afraid to say shit on the internet, because I have this certain level of owning my fuck ups. I have a certain level of knowing when I cross the line and I'm like, oh shit, maybe I was being insensitive, and I listen into my audience and tune in with them. So you as a leader, you don't have to worry about being fucking crucified and your whole brand being destroyed, as long as if you have impeccable integrity and you have openness to learning.
And I would say, I would add to that, you're not super fragile. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I think it's the fear of being crucified that has you more likely to be crucified, because you dig in your heels and you defend instead of being open and being like, ooh, this is what it feels like to see me fucking up and everybody watching. And when in that moment you can actually open, which I didn't do perfectly when it happened to me, but like when you can just be like, ooh, I maybe was wrong and everybody saw it and I feel this heat in my chest, like all that stuff, like I think in those moments, like that's when you, it's like being able to not go into reaction and defense, I think is really critical and hard to do, you know?
Because like a lot of that spiritual bypassing shit of like, let's just talk about love and light, that's not coming from a place of love and light. That's coming from a place of fear. That's coming from a place of, oh my God, this is uncomfortable. Let's not talk about this. Let's go back to love and light. I don't want to talk about your problems.
And I mean, I get that. Like, love and light is more comfortable. But also, like, we gotta look at everything, you know? Or we don't have to, but like...
And our message is, like... Muhammad, I got you, fam.
Message, Brandon,
you already had the session with Rebecca, so now it's me and you.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. So that's what's up. What else should we talk about? Someone asked me earlier about credit card debt, which is kind of like another uncomfortable topic. But do you care if I talk about that a little bit?
I've had that experience of being perfect credit and then diving into credit card debt. So
okay, so let's talk about it. So somebody who is a client of mine was really feeling like, you know, things were going really well for her financially, and then she invested and she was in credit card debt and it was really stressing her out and feeling heavy. And I just wanted to give my thoughts about this. So the first thing is that you've got to like energetically, emotionally detach from the heavy toxic tangle that is, this is debt and this is what it means and this is why it's terrible and this is why you're a bad person if you have it. There's a whole conversation and ethos around that in our culture, and it's really not conducive to actually clearing the debt. So that's one thing. Another thing is I feel like it's a really helpful thing to look within yourself and say, like, what are my core wounds in the world? Like, what happened between the ages of 0 and 7 when, like, that was kind of scarring or hard for me? What are my, like, core self-sabotage patterns, like, having nothing to do with money? And then how are they showing up in business and money? Dave Ramsey fucked me up when it came to debt mindset. Yeah, I'm not a fan of him, honestly. Like, he's super smart. Hey, Matthew. Super smart, but it's very, like, crunch, crunch, scrunch. And most entrepreneurs I know have had debt of some kind to get where they are. Like, it's so normal. And so it's like, we got to make it not a big deal. We've got to remember that we're powerful creators. We've got to not buy into, like, the toxicity and the... mess, you know? And then get comfortable with sales. Like, I think that's the second part. Get intimate with your money, like, clear out the toxicity around it, and then realize that you've got to start earning more. Yeah. And you've got to start getting comfortable being highly valued and having that, like, intense sensation of someone valuing you, like, wanting improvement, choosing you for that, to facilitate that, and receiving that money exchange, and then showing up. And that's a lot of sensation for a lot of empaths. And so more sales is more relationships, is more sensations. Sorry, I'm going on and on. But, like, I think that would be my answer to that. Anyway.
Yeah, credit card debt, really it's numbers on a screen. So when there's this deep shame, emotion, the credit card company is going to be fucking fine if you miss, like, even if you miss a payment and you don't need, that shame's not going to help you. It's not going to help you produce. So it's
kind of like weight, honestly, like numbers on a scale. Like, I think sometimes it's like, in order for those numbers to change, if you want them to change, you've got to, like, feel good about yourself, and so it's like,
I like what you said. I think it might have even been our first date, because we just had so many fucking conversations. But
what do we even talk about?
Because we were with one of your clients too.
Oh yeah.
Part of the date.
Well, I didn't know it was a date.
Well,
it was unclear.
Yeah,
it was like in murky waters.
I think you were trying. You wanted to turn it into a date. I know that. I think
you wanted to turn it into a date.
I'm giving you all the responsibility.
Okay, so you just ended up here because I cast a spell on you.
Exactly.
Poor guy.
You said you were like, you had witch powers.
I mean, I do.
So yeah, I don't even know how this happened. But
it's all my fault.
It's like I just like you journaled some shit, and now it's like I'm not even thinking for myself anymore. I avoid all responsibility. So anyway, what she said on our first date, the thing that I planned, that I trapped you in. All right.
Okay. It's okay. I'll take all the credit. I have all the power. It's fine.
Something amazing Rebecca said is like looking at your biggest fears around money and actually having that turn you on, like embracing it. And maybe I'm wording it wrong.
Oh, yeah. No, you've got to get off on your, like, deepest fear and shame. You've got to get off on it. This is Carolyn Elliott's thing. It's, like, the thing, like, whatever is, like, really hard or stressful.
No, Leo, we're not stopping.
Getting a toothache. Why? Because we're so sweet?
I think maybe it's because she's laughing. I think, like,
maybe, like a jaw ache? Or that would be something.
I don't know. She needs to explain herself.
Explain yourself.
Explain yourself, Leah.
Do you guys have any questions? We're just hanging.
Don't let it die, Sunshine.
Is Sunshine your real name? Sunshine. I'm curious.
I never even asked her that, but I just assumed that her name was Sunshine. Yeah.
Oh, well, it's a cool name.
She calls herself Sunshine.
Well, I know, but like your last name isn't Marshall.
Wait, was my made-up name Ginger Sunshine? So. I don't know.
I'm girlfriend of Ginger Sunshine.
But that's cool, you know.
Life goals. Complete.
So where do we want to? Oh yeah, credit card debt.
I mean, we don't have to talk about that, but like it was a thing.
But yeah, just understand that in many ways we've been programmed that debt is an evil thing.
Brandon is trying. He was hard to get, you guys. Yeah. This is like if I had been a normal girl, we probably wouldn't be out. He was a little hard to get, but he was he was in a 7-year relationship, and they had recently broken up, and you had some family stuff, so, like, you were
I went through a shitstorm last year.
You were, like, not, like, I just want to, like, make out with every coach on my feed kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Like, I think...
Make out with all the coaches.
No, but I think he was not, like... When it came to, like, Facebook and, like, networking, which is good, like, because a lot of your clients are women, like, I think... You weren't trying to be some, like, sleazy dude. That's a good
topic to hit, because there are a lot of guys in the coaching space that will, like, cross that boundary.
You.
Yeah, it's like they just have no fucking boundaries. And that was an interesting thing with us was, we even met on Bumble, and I was like,
that's how we met, Matt.
Yeah,
I mean, we
met on Facebook, and I think we were linked up since January or the end of December.
Something like that.
But when we matched on Bumble, I still had it in my mind. I was like, wait, did she just match with me because she knows me on Facebook? Is there something going on here?
I was like, it's about time.
You said it was a bad time.
No, about time.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
Like I was like, well, I thought he was hot. Like, I was like, who is this dude? Like, and he lives near me. Like, we should get coffee. But I wasn't, I don't know. I was just like, you were like vaguely like in my mind as like,
Yeah, I feel like we were in each other's background. Like.
He was going through stuff, you guys. That's okay. Forgive him. Have we fought yet? No, like we really haven't. I don't know if I did anything to piss you off.
No.
He's super easygoing.
We're going to have a fight after this live stream. We're so pissed off at some of the shit we said.
Mad.
So
Not
angry.
mad.
No, I do think, I don't know, I feel like there's really some big red flags in a relationship if you're fighting in the first 3 months anyway.
In each other's background, like stalking.
Yeah, we could, I guess we would, did you stalk me?
Did I stalk you?
I remember I was watching one of your live streams.
And messaging me at
and
the same
you
time.
private messaged me, though,
Oh,
when I
probably.
started watching your replay, which was weirdly in sync.
I don't know, like
And I could have asked you out to coffee then, and we probably could have started the whole... I think it all started perfectly at the right time.
Yeah, but I do think that sometimes women are so like, oh my god, I want to be hard to get, and he has to be more... And like, I'm all for... Like, you're the one who was like asking me out, and like, you were very much like the gentleman and all of that, but like, I think sometimes as women, we have to like make it known that it will be well received if a guy were to go there. Do you know what I mean?
Especially
like,
when you work when you are online and you know the coffee date could be confused as are we at a networking?
I wanted him to know that I wasn't going to be like, ew, who's this creepy guy like heading on me online? Ew, girls, like, you know what I mean?
Then
like,
she writes a post. This guy, this Coach Brandon, he just
I've done
hit
that
on
shit
me.
before. Only when it was deserved, though.
But yeah, like when it's
named
creepy
name.
shit. Like even if I think even if I was more what's the word? I don't want to say aggressive because aggressive sounds kind of like.
But you were definitely like in your masculine energy. Like I feel like once it was established that we were both like into each other romantically, then it kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah, I felt like.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Now it's your turn.
Yeah, lay back and let me lead.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would happen is on our dates, I would have a plan, and then she ended up kind of
I was like,
because it was in
this?
DC. I don't know what the fuck I was doing in DC, but I tried my best to pretend like I knew what I was doing. Yeah, more direct. Well,
Hi,
no, I
Jamie.
wouldn't say we weren't direct though.
As if Brandon could be the creepy message guy who would we would stick on him for shits and giggles. True.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we went off topic with content and all that.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it. Yeah. No, I never faked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never really faked anything.
Have we made it? I don't know.
We made it. We made it. This is the pinnacle.
We made it to the weekend.
Yeah. So what else do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I'm a little sleepy.
Ah.
You can keep talking.
Do you want to watch us take a nap?
No.
Nap live
It's not happening.
Nap Facebook stories?
So I feel like you're like, let's do this, let's do that. And I'm like,
Oh, this live stream was your idea.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, but they can't watch us take a nap.
Do you have
that would be inappropriate.
Or
Not that
this will
you know.
jumpstart our reality TV.
I know.
So, do you have any questions about the topic at hand that we talked about before we decided to leave?
Do you remember the topic at hand that we talked about before?
Am I trying to be professional? Like, get to the topic.
All good relationships start with a little mutual stalking. Yeah.
That's
Hey,
so
hey,
true.
hey.
Hey.
Hey, baby.
Yeah, I think we said that we need to see.
How long are your naps? It varies.
Whenever the fuck we wake up, really.
Yeah. All right. Should we peace out?
Yeah, I think we said what we wanted.
I got
to say.
tired. Go speak your truth.
Yeah,
And like, don't hold back, and you're strong enough. And like, people like speak your truth from a place of love, and know that like people want to. It's okay, Jen. Hey, Jamie. People want to hear what you have to say, and you can like help a lot of people.
And when you do, watch the replay. I try to say replay and repeat. But because like I said, humility. A lot of people confuse humility with kind of like thinking lower of yourself and not stepping on any toes. True humility is confidence plus a combination of openness to learning. If you have confidence and conviction in your message, but you're an asshole and you don't have openness to learning and like you're just
You're
like
right,
there's
no
a
matter
wall,
what. Yeah.
then you're the cocky asshole, basically. But if you have true humility, which is confidence, where it's like you're really standing tall in your message, but also have that combination of openness to learning and growing.
No, I think that's one of the things I like most about you. I feel like you're very confident, but you're also like really open. Do you know what I mean?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Anyway, yay life.
That's
Did I
a perfect way
interrupt
to... No, that's... I think it's perfect.
I'm trying to interrupt.
I think that's the perfect way to close it off is...
Peace.
Remember, have that openness to learning and being true to your values and wanting the greater good for mankind, you know?
Yeah. Way to like make that about world peace.
Yeah.
Cool.
World fucking peace.
World fucking peace. Peace, bitches.